today we're gonna be testing some new and some new to me makeup. I have a bunch of things here that I want to do a look with, so let's get into it. So the first thing I want to try today is actually something that is new to me, but I am on a mission to find Kiko Milano eyeshadow from the regular line that I love and could put in a favorites video. I recently did a favorites video and I couldn't really mention anything eyeshadow wise from the regular line, and I thought, you know what, it's time to go on the hunt for that. And so I bought this bright Quartet eyeshadow palette in 02. This is the Mauve one. There are also 3 other shades, and I already applied some eye primer. Just gonna be doing a simple look with this. This looked most of my alley. I think these shimmers look really nice in the store, and I'm gonna be grabbing the pink shade over here first. So that is looking quite nice. It's kind of like this softer mid-tone pink. Okay, that is looking really nice so far, to be honest. Pretty good. Gonna blend the edges a little before I go in with the deeper shade. Now gonna go in with this kind of like mauvey chocolatey brown. Gonna take a smaller brush and place it a little bit more precise. That is not the most pigmented warm brownish or mauvey brownish shade that I have tried. Let's see if it's a little buildable. It's on the softer side, but I feel like that happens a lot with Kiko Milano eyeshadows. I do see a difference, like it does deepen it up, but it happens a lot where if you want a really deep look, start with the deep shade. Otherwise it's gonna look a little bit more powdery or a little bit more diffused at least. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. We need a bit more blending, of course. The weather in the Netherlands has been absolutely crazy. The rain, storms, crazy. Alright, I'm gonna grab the deepest shimmer on my finger. That's looking really promising, and I'm gonna apply that over here. Yeah, that's really pretty. It's a bit of a rosy champagne, not a super cool tone shade. That is really nice. Very nice and creamy. It has a little bit of texture, but like subtly sparkly. And now I'm gonna take the lighter shimmer and I'm gonna place it more in the inner part. Ooh, that's really, really pretty. Blending a little bit in the crease. I have to say I'm pretty happy with this, but it doesn't come out on me as cool toned as it seemed in the actual palette. Like, this seems pretty cool tone, but I feel like this is pulling a little warmer. Like, not too warm, but a little warmer. So I did end up buying another shade of the Moira Dreamlight highlighter. I was talking in my highlighter video how I love this formula, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to get another shade because I have so many highlighters. But I really feel like I have a lack of highlighters that are working on me right now. So I wanted to get a lighter shade in the formula. And I'm gonna use that to do the inner corner here. And this is a really interesting light champagne with a like cool, almost pinky undertone. A very interesting shade. Okay, love that. Okay, for the mascara, I'm not gonna do something new. I do have a new mascara, but I don't want to open it yet because I have been testing a lot of mascaras. But I don't know if I've shown this in action yet. I have been testing the Essence Lash Without Limits Extreme Lengthening and Volume Mascara in brown. And so far, I really think this is a great mascara. It gives a lot of length and volume, and it just really makes my lashes look so good. It's really like separating and lengthening, and I really like the shade of brown that this has. It does look much softer than a really deep brown or a black. So this is without, and this is like one layer. I just always feel like I have to be a little careful on the lower lash line because it ends up looking a little crazy pretty quickly. And next up we have the NYX Buttermilk Bronzer. I got my hands on the lightest shade. This is supposed to be light neutral, the shade Butta Cup. And I've already seen a lot of people trying it, but I just wanted to try it out myself because I am a light neutral and I want to see how this works on my skin. I lean cool, but I'm not like super cool in my undertone. This looks like a really interesting shade. I don't know if I would really call it pink. It's almost a little bit like rosy peach, but we're just gonna see it. I haven't touched this yet. I'm probably gonna pop up some swatches of things, but I haven't swatched it yet. Alright, I'm just gonna tap in a few times and let's start. That seems not super cool. It's a nice formula though, because it has kind of like this natural glow to it. Like, it's not shimmery, but there's a glow. It's blending out. Ooh, I took too much. It's blending out really nicely. I just took a lot. How did I do that? How did that happen? Oh no. Okay, this is gonna be a test how easy it blends. I would say if you're super cool, that this isn't a cool tone pink for sure. This is not. I would not recommend it to you if you're like truly super cool, but it is really nice. It looks really nice. I feel like it looks really natural and sun-kissed. Kind of into this more bronzy look that this is giving me. Okay, I really like this. I don't feel like I should have gotten a darker shade. It looks really nice. I'm gonna put a little bit of eyebrow pencil in my brows because I actually have a brow gel to try. So here I have the Maybelline New York Brow Glue Superlock. I usually always use a tinted brow gel, and this is a see-through brow gel. So I never use anything like this, but I thought, you know what, I'm gonna branch out a little bit. Smells very much like glue. It smells so much like gluing things in like kindergarten. Wow, this brings me back. I'm gonna be trying this. This could be my first time trying a glue like this. So let's see if I like it or if I'm gonna stick to the colored brow gels. I would say that is looking pretty good, but maybe I should be a little bit more aware of how I place my eyebrow pencil, because usually I don't really think about that a lot because I feel like the tinted brow gel just kind of like covers it up again. I just kind of fill the things in. Okay, that side definitely feels more glued on, but this is not supposed to be feeling like super gluey and weird and tacky. I don't know, I think this could work really well with kind of like a brow flick pen. I believe I have one of those. Something like this, the Lift and Snatch by NYX. I think I kind of like it, but I'm gonna see how this is gonna dry up. By the way, I love the bronzer. I don't know what it is. It looked kind of warm when I applied it first, but now I kind of am loving how natural this looks. We're gonna do the blush, and I have some options, so I'm not sure what I want to do. I have one of the Moira Love Heat Cream blushes in one of their new shades. This is shade 19, I assure you. It is quite a bright, kind of like peachy pink. It's gonna be a bit of a statement. I didn't think it was gonna suit the look, but now that the look is a little warmer than expected, I don't know. And then I also actually bought the new Rare Beauty blushes. I usually don't buy any Rare Beauty. It's not that easily accessible for me, but I do love a glowy blush and I was interested. So I got shade Happy, and this is the cool toned pink one, but is it gonna suit the look? Maybe, maybe. And then I also got shade Cheer, and this is kind of like a more peachy one, I believe. That's what this one looks like. This one looks super glowy. It's almost like a mirror. If you are standing in the right light, you can see so much in this. Like, you can do your makeup in this. Let's see what I want to do. Maybe I can combine the two shades. Maybe I will just not do the Moira for now, because I do know what the formula is like, and I just really want to see what these Rare Beauty blushes are like, as someone who does really like glowy blush, because I have seen some people say that it is too much. So I want to see if I think it's too much. So I also got the Rare Beauty blush brush. Why doesn't it say the name? What is this? The Soft Pinch Blush Brush. Double fiber. Okay, we're gonna be trying it out. I have not swatched this. We're just gonna build it up slowly. I'm just gonna take a little bit on the brush. This looks pretty pigmented. Ooh, that does have quite a bit of pigment. Okay. Very, very glowy. Very glowy. But I just have a feeling that either way I will get use out of this. Even if I don't think it's flattering as a full-on blush, I can see myself using this as a blush topper. I actually think I like this. I do feel like I have to be a little bit careful. Maybe it's a brush, but I have to be a little careful how I place it because it is quite pigmented. But that is actually cute, I think. So that is shade Happy. I also don't have a lot of texture on my cheeks, I have to be honest. But I also don't see any issues here with some like lines that I have here where my cheeks are a little like drier over here. But I feel like it looks good. I am gonna try it though with another brush because I just feel like maybe I like that better. I want to try it with the Singe F06 and I'm just gonna take Happy again and see how I like applying it with that. Yeah, I like it. I feel like that is a little easier personally. But maybe I have to get used to that brush a little. I was actually expecting this to look a little bit more crazy, seeing some reviews, but I actually think it's fine. Or fine, I like it, it's pretty. I like that a lot. I think I'm just gonna take a little bit of cheer and I'm gonna put that kind of like more over here, a little on the apples maybe. Let's see what that does. Just mixing that a little because I feel like the lighter shades also look a little bit more icy. Yeah, I feel like that gives a little bit more of a highlightery glow. These are so soft and kind of powdery. Yeah, this one emphasizes a little bit more texture and it just makes it look a little bit more highlightery. So I feel like it kind of changes up with the color, but that's really pretty as well. I really like the cheeks like this, but I understand that it has to be your thing to have such a glowy cheek. Ooh, I really like it with a little bit of cheer on top. That really makes me really excited for these. Okay, I'm happy. Okay, do I need more highlighter? I'm gonna take this one and apply a little bit on the forehead at least. And then we'll see. Like, I don't need any more highlighter. Ooh, that's really pretty. Ooh, I think that is stunning. Ooh, maybe a little bit because I just love a glowy cheek and I love highlighter, but I don't need it. Oh, wow. Is this the glowiest cheek of my life? So these are the cheeks. Very, very glowy. But I love it. I like it. It's good. It's so good. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of the Radiant Fusion Baked Powder 01 from Kiko Milano. Just clean this up a little bit. If I don't do this, sometimes I regret it later. Like, it's the tiniest difference, but sometimes it just looks a little bit more like neat and clean. Alright, last thing for this video. I actually found some Gift Beauty at TK Maxx in the Netherlands. I mean, Gift Beauty is not sold anywhere near here. It's not in Europe, I believe. It's only on their website and Sephora US. So when I saw this, I was like, this is crazy. Because these were like €9 each. And I didn't have to pay shipping and taxes and everything. So it was such a huge discount, like such a good chance to be trying this out. I've been putting these things in my basket, out of my basket, like maybe they are still in there, thinking, is it worth it? Is Gift Beauty worth it? And today we're gonna see if it is, like if I feel like I should buy more. So I have here shade Old School Me in the matte lipstick formula. So this is this very cool toned berry red. Very cool. A bit grungy for me, but I was very excited. We're just gonna be trying it out. I also have shade 80s Me. This is a bright purple. I really like the look of this shade. And I also got one of the liquid lipstick. It is the lightweight longwear matte liquid lipstick, and I have shade Fishnets. And this is also kind of like a berry tone, a little bit softer than the other one. And then I also have two lip liners. I have Scarlett Red, which fits really well with the berry tones that I got. And then I also have a nude shade. This is Harbor Boulevard, and this seems to be kind of like a brownie cool tone nude. I am gonna for sure use this lip liner, the red one, and then I'll probably, what should I do? I just keep looking at the cheeks because they are so gorgeous. I love it. I love this. I love this so much. Okay, I'm gonna take off the lip balm that I have on, and then I'm, to be certain, gonna sharpen this lip pencil to be certain that this hasn't touched anything. Like, I don't trust people, so let's see. It's a bit hard to apply a lip liner with such a fine tip, I find. It's so much easier to make a mistake. So we're just gonna leave it like this, and maybe I will do a little something later to fix that. Okay, are we gonna do Old School Me? I think so. I'm just gonna try this one on. Okay, that is much brighter than I expected. Just look at this difference. This looks much more like muted and brown. That's very bright. I did not expect this. I am kind of surprised at what this lip in the end looked like. It is super lightweight though, feels really nice. Like super, super lightweight. It's crazy. Really comfortable so far. It's an interesting shade. Maybe something that I would wear more than the actual like super dark shade it seemed. Very interesting. So this is gonna be the finished look. I have to say it turned out a little different than I expected. I expected this to be super kind of like vampy and cool toned, but it ended up looking not exactly like that. Let's quickly go over everything. The eyeshadow palette, so far so good. I really like the mattes, I really like the shimmers. It just turns out a little bit less cool than I thought, but the quality is nice so far. The bronzer I think looks really natural, really beautiful. It was really easy to use, a beautiful undertone. I can see myself using this quite a bit. I am curious. Very interesting one, very interesting packaging. By the way, there are going to be blushes of this, and I'll probably pick one of those up just to see, because I really like how this looks on the skin. And the highlighter is not new. I knew I love this formula, but the shade of this is really nice if you want something cool tone and not like super icy cool tone, in a way where it's icy, yes, but there's something still a little bit golden about it. It's a very interesting mix of undertones. Then we have the Rare Beauty blushes. I really love these so far. Like, they're so beautifully glowy, but in a way that I personally really love. I just keep turning my head and looking at it, and I just think it's really pretty. And I also think I'm gonna be using these as blush toppers a lot. Like, these are really pretty. I really like them. Then the brow gel. Now it doesn't feel like super sticky anymore. I do feel like it is really well, like, it's holding the brows really well, but it doesn't feel like super sticky or super jelly or like crunchy. It doesn't feel super crunchy, but it does feel like it's really gonna hold on to the brow hairs. So far I really like it. I also don't see any weird white bits. So far I really like this one actually. It's a little bit on the expensive side for me for brow gels. It does have 7 milliliters. And for example, this Catrice Super Glue has 4. Okay, so you do get a lot of product in this one in comparison. So, could be pretty good, could be pretty good. This brush, I don't know if I love it yet. I have to test it out more. It's just something a little different for me. I have to get used to the shape and the technique. So I don't really know yet. It does feel very nice and soft and like nice quality. Then the lipstick surprised me, but kind of in a good way. It's a little brighter, but it's also very comfortable. I really like this shade. It's like cool, it's nice so far. I think this is a great matte formula so far. Then the lip liner, I have to try it again without it being like such a sharp tip. It just is a little bit hard to apply, but so far it did seem quite nice. It was like not too creamy, not too stiff, but a little bit maybe on the drier side. But I just have to see how it wears. I have to like give it a little bit more of a test. It does work quite well. I just have to give it a little bit of a test, but so far so good. I'm actually pretty excited how this all came out. I think there's some pretty cute products here. That's gonna be everything for today's video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.